Good morning, traders. God bless and happy Thursday. Hope you're enjoying your coffee. Looks a little slow this morning. Saw a GRX popping up a little bit. If you're new here, we'll be following this volume spike column. You'll see these percentages changing and the numbers turning green and rising to the top. If you just loaded this volume spike indicator and the Momo indicator, make sure that you right-click on the column name, edit formula, and make sure this extended hours trading is checked right here. Do not change the times in either one of these indicators, but do that to both just by right-clicking on the name and edit formula and checking this box. So once we see a volume spike here, we go down to the current bar volume. We make sure we have enough volume to get in and get out safely. If we don't make the trade. If you do, you'll probably get a bad entry or a bad exit and lose a little bit of cash. I'll be marking support and resistance levels. This would be an example. If this candle rose up and stopped, I will mark resistance. When it pulls back to a bottom, I will mark support, and we'll play the price jumping up at that point. You always plan your entry down here on support. I'm not going to tell you when to buy and sell. This is all about indicators. I will draw them on the chart. We will watch them function as they're supposed to and make our call accordingly. This is the 5 and the 13 EMA. They should be crossing over about the time we get this volume spike, and the price should be above the 5. You'll see these spike arrows coming in. That shows you the volume is increasing in these candles as the price is going up. Then you'll see one at the top to let you know it's starting to go down. Once we enter a trade, or before we actually enter the trade, we watch these volume bars down here in Dominator Master. Let's say I throw the first line and then I put the second line in, and we're looking for an entry. As soon as I put the support level in, you look down here and make sure these bars are green and growing tall. That's your confirmation that the buyers are coming in and this stock may drive itself up to the top. I'll do an introduction about 8:30. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm about half groggy this morning. I've been up doing some family business. So about 6:30, I will be doing a introduction to let you know who I am, what I do, and what I can do for you. And I appreciate you joining us this morning as we wait on the next stock to pop up. We have about a minute and a half to go before the market opens. Make sure your active trader is on EXT, or you won't be able to trade pre-market. If you haven't watched a video on setting up for pre-market, it's in our how-to videos over on Discord. And good morning to everyone on YouTube and Discord. You are welcome, Bill. About 30 seconds to go here. Hopefully we'll get something spiking here in this volume spike column. We'll be watching these percentages for anything taking off. The SPY is up, but it seems to be trickling down. It may affect the market open. We will see. About 3 seconds to go. Good luck to everyone. Here we go. I'm watching this column here for percentages rising. I'm seeing red coming in. That's not a good sign. So anything that moves, if you have this script loaded, it's going to find the stocks for you. In this case, it's finding all the ones that are falling. We've had a really good last few months and a really good last 30 days. Can't expect every morning to be a good one, but we'll get through it. Let's see what this stock is doing here. This is EAST, cheaper stock, $1.34 on the move. Looking down here at volume, though, we do not have enough volume to get into this stock yet. I'm seeing the volume increasing, still quite low, 16, 20,000 shares. Be careful of a pump here. When I say pump, that means a group is driving it up and they'll sell out from under you. Big red candle right behind that green one. That's why we don't chase green candles. Looks like the volume has died. I'm watching right here. Back to the list, looking for anything that may be going up. MNPR moving up under $1. I will not be buying these cheaper stocks. I'm not a good penny stock player. I stay out of them. I'll go ahead and mark support and resistance lines for you. Need this candle to close. See if we get the reversal out of it. They may drive it up even further. So once this candle closes, I will mark a support level. Our other play is if we're watching this red candle and there's it's a big red candle, and then all of a sudden you see a long wick developing on the bottom. That means the buyers are buying it up just like that, and they're going to drive the price up even more. So bottom wicks are good, top wicks are not. Looks like this one's running out of energy already. We'll mark the support level when this candle closes. It did close right there. So this is where you would plan an entry, but you have to watch down here before you click that buy button. We want to see some green bars coming in, and we don't have it on this one. So we're going to move on. It could pop later, maybe one to put in your personal watch list, keep an eye on. Let's look at BZFD. It's popping up now. Another stock down under 50 cents, 45 cents. All right, let's see if we get a pullback on this one, at least a clean one. When this candle closes, I will mark it, but if we get a long tail on the bottom, it's probably going to be driven right back up. There's our close part. Let's see if we get that bounce from 43 to 44. This is only a penny. Don't get your hopes too high. Doesn't have the power to get back up there. So this is the resistance line that I put in. That means the stock couldn't get any higher. This is the support level. When the price dropped, it found buyers down here to drive it back up. This is a good example of a pullback play. And you would be taking profit here. So that's what we'll be looking for all morning. And I did fail to mention, I had to cut this live stream short. I'll be signing out today at 9 a.m. Central Time. I have personal business to take care of. So out of here earlier this morning. Pro dollar, are you talking about these numbers here? I don't know the numbers. I think one of them is number 4 in TOS scans. I don't know the other number. You'll have to go down the list and look for it. Big red candle on BZFD. MNPR made a bounce off of 72 cents up to 87. As these stocks are moving this morning, put them in your personal watch list so you can watch them throughout the pre-market session. They do bounce back up occasionally, and it is an opportunity to make a little bit more profit. MNPR, nice gains off of that bottom bounce down here. This was kind of far back for a pullback. It was more or less take profits, let's get out of here. And then other investors found it and drove it back up. Let's see if this is the pullback right here. We can always plot them out and see if they happen. So now I'm watching down here for green bars to come back in so that I will know this stock is going to bounce and maybe break through the upper resistance level. Still playing around this 87-cent level. It could bounce back up. Keep an eye on these bars. This could be a possible 10 cents right here, providing the buyers come back in, and you can tell if the buyers are coming in right here. There went the buyers. Green candle coming in. It's kind of a short one. I wouldn't have known. Now it's getting bigger and bigger. Right back up to the resistance level. And always start taking profit. Lock in some of it. You don't have to hold on to all of it. Good job, Dana. Good job, Gregory. We've only had some cheaper stocks moving so far this morning. Hopefully we'll get something in here that's got some good profit behind it. I would like to see some of them moving 40, 50 cents, $1. Those are always a blessing. EAST, we looked at it earlier this morning. It looks like more buyers found it and they're driving it up a little more. We don't chase these candles. We wait on a pullback. This may be the support level already down here. We will see. It did go back down to retest $1.40. May bounce back up to $1.49. Watch these bars down here for the bounce up. And watch for a long wick on the bottom. That would be the buyers buying up what they're selling. We have about a half and half of buyers and sellers in that bar. Back down to retest $1.40. This is scalp trading, so you have to be kind of quick. Make sure that you attend these live sessions over and over and over. Don't just come here and see that we are making money and try to click the mouse and hope you guess correctly. It doesn't work that way. Participate, learn over several weeks, months, years. I don't know how long it's going to take you. This is not a lucky guess game. This is a knowledge game. You must know what's going on or you'll lose your money. Never take my word seriously. I am not a registered financial advisor. I only show you how to work indicators and draw lines on a chart. Never let my words influence your trade. I'm going to call out what I see. You may see something differently. But this has been working good for all of us for about 8 months now. And that's about when we started. Sam, we're looking for high volume flow. It's not a number. It's just that this number doesn't stop. Lots of buyers are coming in. The flow is good. If it pauses like this is not a good one to be in. And it's always this green square you want to watch. So a spike here, your eyes immediately go here to check out the volume. If it's looking good over here, we set support and resistance levels, wait on the pullback, confirm the entry right here, hopefully to get the bounce back up and a breakthrough, and then we get out. It sounds simple, and I make it look simple, but trust me, it can be difficult. But once you do it over and over, it gets easier. Waiting for another volume spike. Enjoy your coffee. You will experience some silence from me. That means I'm looking around all of my scans, monitoring the market, monitoring other scans to try to find the best play possible. BZFD, we looked at already once this morning. We missed the play because it sold off hard, and all of a sudden some buyers came in, but it hasn't made it very far. I'm watching the volume on this one, not impressive at all. It's not even moving actually. So the lower you catch this number moving, the better chances you have of buying it lower. BZFD around the 49-cent price, still bouncing around. It's holding its price range. That's a good sign. Good job, Robert. Nothing moving at the moment. Numbers are steady. This is a pre-market scan up here. This is the typical after hours code from ThinkorSwim. It comes with your platform. This is one that I hand coded for pre-market. This one also takes into consideration the activity that happened in yesterday's after hours trading. So that's the difference between the two. Sometimes they have different stocks, sometimes the same. But we benefit from both. This magic scan was coded out of this momentum indicator. It's only looking for, I think, the last 10 minutes. But it also kind of hangs on to the movers that happened this morning. Like we've already saw East moving around. Looks like it still has a few from yesterday in it, HOLO and SOGP. This is a good one to keep an eye on as well. Dana, I play around with my numbers all the time. You probably won't never be the same as me. I'm sure yours is working fine. I have nothing that I want to click on in mine. It's just that I have different numbers set. I'm always fine tuning. If I get it to work better than yours, believe me, I'll put it up there. BZFD ran out of power, now pulling back. Not seeing any percentages moving yet. Couple of bouncers this morning, not a real good morning. Yeah, we're cheaper stocks. But that doesn't mean we won't get one. MNPR making a bounce off of 81 up to 87. It's kind of playing around in this area, probably not going to run up very high. Watching this current bar volume to see if NVAX has anything into it, or is it just a single purchase or whatever. Volume is quite low. Somebody buying a couple hundred shares. The SPY is pulling back slightly. That's why we're seeing the red come in. Not seeing anything on my other scans either. It's a pretty slow start for Thursday morning. And usually Thursdays are really profitable for us. We still have the 7 o'clock hour coming up in about 30 minutes. That's when companies release news. Is mostly at the top of the hour, but they can release news randomly as well. The 7 o'clock has been a very profitable time for us in pre-market as well. Maybe we'll get something then. James, the only thing you need on your tick chart is the 5 and 13 EMA. That's all I use. That's all I have on mine, and play the crossovers of those two moving averages. They work really nice on a tick chart. The other indicators are volume-based. Tick charts are order-based, so they're not going to work so good. But 5 and 13 is really all you need. This is my scanner if you're first time here. I have coded this indicator to count volume when the stock price is going up or down and show me the results in a percentage. So if the price is going up and the volume is increasing, so are these percentages. If its volume is going up and the price is falling, it will be red and still rising. This saves me a ton of money right here, this one little indicator. This is also a volume-based indicator. This is the history of the last 20 candles. It's actually a little more, but we watched only the first bar here. But this is your volume rising or your volume falling. So if you need a volume history, it's right here. You can see the buyers coming in right here in this area. The taller the green candles and the price is going up. Keep in mind, this is volume, but it's not total volume. It's volume over the last 20 candles. It's an average of the volume over the last 20 candles. It's a very accurate way to watch buyers and sellers. Not seeing any percentages moving at the moment. Maybe this one ticking a little bit. So AGFY, that's a huge pullback for a penny stock. This is why I don't play them. You get into one that's running up, and the next thing you know, it's way past your entry level on the downside. I'm definitely not a good penny stock player. My eagle flies. Sounds like you had one fake you out there for a minute. I'll bring it up there and take a look at it. VERO. One of them big candle trades. I never really cared for these. Watching the volume here. The volume is quite low. My eagle flies. Thank you for bringing it to our attention. You never know. It could jump another $1. Volume's too low for me to play it, though. Probably going to get a really bad entry and exit. But it could be a money maker if you're fast enough. CUL up here in my scan. Nice run up. Hopefully you caught it at the bottom before you posted it in the chat. I know, we're not that fast, right? That's good, Randy. You could have played it right here on this pullback if you caught it. I don't know why it didn't pop up. I guess my scanner didn't refresh in time. That's why we do this in groups. Everybody's scan refreshes at different times. So we all get different stocks. Nice pop up right there for about 50 cents. Waiting for a pullback. I don't chase them. I've lost too much money chasing them. So if I would have clicked the buy button up there, I'd be negative already. Wait on some profit takers and come in behind them. I'm not liking the volume. The volume is extremely low for a stock play, for a safe stock play. But if they're all watching this pullback, and many investors use this pullback strategy, and if they're all doing it this morning and they're on this same stock, that volume will increase. Long wick on the bottom. The buyers are buying up what they're selling. Need this candle to close. Spread is ridiculous. Here's our spread. It's 33 cents, so it's going to cost you a lot of money to get into this stock. I have it set for 9 cents. That's the most I want to pay to enter a stock. So I will not be making an entry on this. About the time I click the mouse button, it'll be $1. Pulling back. VERO. Let's move on. My Eagle Flies, did you play that run up? I think the volume was too low for a good play on it. Good job, Eagle Flies. So if you're playing a stock like this, you can do the same thing that I'm doing with these support and resistance levels. This would be resistance. The stock pulls back. You mark your support level, then you come down here and you watch for green bars coming in. As the price is rising, then you see red coming in and you get out. You can do this all day long. Just learn how to do it and you'll become profitable once you master it. Good job, Domingo. All right, let's get this introduction out of the way. If you're new here, I am Ricky Gaspard. I'm a guy who trades from his home office. I've been trading since 1990. I'm also a ThinkScript coder for 15 years, and I write my own indicators. If you haven't joined my YouTube channel, I just put the link down there in the chat. Join my YouTube channel, watch my videos, learn what they're doing. You can learn this system by watching the pre-recorded live streams. Comment on my videos, let YouTube know I'm doing a good job here. It also lets me know what kind of a job I'm doing. Then join our Discord. Once you join our Discord, accept the disclaimer so you'll see all the channels. If you don't know about Discord, head to the Start Here channel on the left, and it'll kind of guide you through navigating Discord. All of these scripts you see on my screen are located in Current Setup. That's another channel. I also have TOS scripts of all the scripts I've written throughout the years, TOS scans of all of my scans, and I have some older scripts there in old scripts. Never trust my screen, never trade off of my screen. My screen can be delayed, and delays can cost you money. I'm not a professional financial advisor. Don't take my word seriously. I'm here for educational purposes to teach you how to use indicators. By learning these indicators and my method of trading, you can become profitable, but it's not a guarantee. It takes a long time to learn investing. Even though I make it look simple, this is not a quick process. You have to come here every day, do it over and over again till you feel profitable on paper. If you're profitable on paper, start with small share size, and I mean extremely small. If you're going to invest real money, try 5 shares, 2 shares, 10 shares, to see if you can nail this pullback strategy. Most of us can. Also visit our trading floor where we have Gregster and River Place Dad doing their due diligence on stock picks. And they post the good ones when they find them. Visit our options trader channel where we have Bobby doing options. And he also holds a live stream like I do occasionally to take you a little bit deeper into options if you're interested. We also have Hennessy. Hennessy does also hold live streams with us. He'll take you from basic to advanced. He's a very good instructor as well, and when he holds his live streams, he'll let you know. And you'll see him pop up in Discord when he goes live. I want to thank everyone for joining us this morning as we wait on the next stock pick. I just posted the links above. The list is getting shorter. It tells me not much is moving in pre-market this morning. So we'll continue to watch VERO. Thanks to my Eagle Flies for bringing it to our attention. It's very easy. You hit your drawing tools up here. You go to drawing tools. Now I'm using this $sign with the line under it. You click on it, your mouse turns into a pencil, and when you double click, you draw a line. So it stays on my mouse at all times. As I switch from stock to stock, I mark the support and resistance levels throughout the day. You can use limit orders anytime, but they work in pre-market. I don't think you can buy market in the pre-market hours. Yeah, you can access your drawing tool several ways. You can also click right down here. These are your drawing tools as well. Or you can click your middle mouse button. I forgot who told me that trick. The middle mouse button will also bring them up. And if you want to change the way the line looks, you get on the line, right click, go to properties, and I have selected this style, this width, and this color, and then you save it as your default and click OK. So mine's dotted in gray. I can show you right now, when you get into your level 2, you click this here and you detach it. It's going to pop up a window, and you can adjust the size of this window just by touching the edges and then drag it where you need it. Very simple. That's actually all I've done to all of these windows. I went to my Market Watch tab, I opened up one of my scans, I detached that window, resized it, drug it over here to this monitor. Then you can just duplicate this one by detaching it and just drag it down here to the lower, then go over here and select another of your scans. For that one, you can keep detaching this same window and stack them side by side and open up all your scans if you have enough monitors. BERO bouncing back up here. Not seeing any spikes yet this morning. It's probably going to be around the 7 o'clock hour. You'll see another burst of energy load up in these scans. It is a slow morning. I like it when it's really moving. We're clicking, we're making the money. I have no idea what these two lines are. I guess that's what it is. My moving averages are finally appearing. They finally collected enough data off of this stock to actually post the moving averages. Good job, Neo. Not seeing anything on my other scans. I'm currently running 7 other scans. No activity. Good job, John. Not yet, Dusty, not yet. 7 o'clock hour's coming. Maybe we'll get something there. I need to make some money too. I don't play the cheaper stocks, so I haven't made a trade yet. I see ICU busting up the numbers up here. Got to keep your eyes focused at all times. Nice volume. Drastic pullback. That's why we don't click the green ones. Looks like the buyers may come in. Need long tails on the bottom, not the top. So be careful. Don't just click it and buy it. It is moving. Volume seems to be dying out. I'm watching right here. Don't know if that's a pullback or not. I don't know if it's a pump or not. I'm not liking its activity. Volume has stopped. I'm going to stay clear of that one. Could be somebody knows something, got in early, expecting the stock to fly, and they could be correct, maybe, who knows. Going up even higher, volume picking up. That's kind of weird activity. We have a gap up. Not going to chance my money on it. I don't like the way it's performing. Good job, John. Continuing to go up. Looks like some more buyers coming in. I'm watching the bars down here. That's what I'm watching. Very few sellers. They are building positions, it appears. Taller bars, volume increasing. It's currently only up 22%. It does have a ways to go. I've seen them go to 200 or 1,000 or 2,000%. If you take chances on it, start small. Let's see if that's a pullback. Maybe we have enough volume for that to be accurate. You see a tall wick coming in on the bottom. The buyers are buying it up to drive it back up. That's also a entry level. Need this candle to close. And then we immediately watch the green bars down below in Dominator Master for the buyers to come back in. Taking their profits. It's not a sell-off. They're taking profit. There's the close. Let's see if we get some green bars back in for the bounce up. Or does it continue to sell off? We'll see. Watching the Dominator bars. The buyers are coming in. But there's sellers right there with them. I saw some red in that bar. Will we get to bounce up or not? I'm not too impressed down here. Red bar. You're welcome, Flacco. We're down below our support level now. Yes, sir. I see the clock. I'm watching the numbers as well while that one's in the red. Looks like that one's going to continue to sell off. Not seeing anything going up here or here. Seahorse, I always use the body of the candle. That's where the price actually closed or opened. The wicks are where it was, but could not hold that price level, so I used the body of the candles. You are welcome. GDHG, not enough volume really. It's actually sluggish at the moment. Not a good one. Yeah, VERO not doing much. It's kind of consolidating or channeling, whatever you want to call it, or squeezing. ICU may pop up here. We need the buyers to come in. The volume did increase a bit. It's 181,000. Came off the chart though with no percentages up here. If you mark these support and resistance levels on all the stocks that you play, never delete them. They always come back to honor these lines once again. They always come back into play. It's kind of like that's where this stock is trading from, in these zones. It makes it easy for you to go back to that same stock and you know where your support and resistance levels are already marked out. So they're relevant for a while. Even if they're a month old, leave them on the chart. If you see one day that they have changed, let's say the stock is now at a new price level above all of your lines, you need to go back and mark them in. They're most always relevant. VERO back up to resistance. It tried to break through it over here. It did break through, but it could not hold it, and it dropped right back down below this resistance level. MDAI making a move. Nice volume in this stock. Let's see if we can get a pullback play on it. Wow, kind of gap down there. So be careful. Quite risky on this one. Watch the dominator bars. That was a big drop, so be careful. That you have to heed warning for these kind of candles. The stock shot up and immediately dropped all the way down to here. It did bounce back up, but there was somebody waiting to sell right here in this area. Thank you, Solster. Also on these lines, I find it easier to go to a 5-minute chart, and you can mark them out as well. This one, not so much because it's just jumping around in pre-market, but you can go back through the day and mark your highs and your lows on the 5-minute and then play off of them on the 1-minute. C-Pop has been popping for a few days now. I've made quite a bit of money on this stock. I even played it yesterday. I believe I actually called it out on the trading floor yesterday and the day before. Let's see if we get a pullback on it. I'll go ahead and mark this resistance level. I'm watching this tail on the bottom, and I'm watching these bars down here at the same time. Looks like we may pull back a little more. The buyers are keeping it up. That's a good sign. We may bust through 841 for another run up. Let's see if the buyers step in here. Haven't set a support level yet. Still watching the bars down here in Dominator Master. The buyers are keeping it up at this price level. They're not letting them sell it off. Now we're getting a pullback. Buyers came right back in and bought it up. Long wick on the bottom. I think this one's going to bust through, but don't Don't take my words seriously. I'm just calling out what I see. Profit takers taking profit. That's what you see here. Green bar coming in. I don't think this is a support level right here. That one may be, though. Let's see if we got enough buyers to push through the 841. Nice green bar coming in. More buyers coming in for the run up. Not strong enough. Nice tall green bar. It's struggling getting above this area. C-Pop is trying to get above this 840 for the run up. I think since it's struggling, if you're in this stock, take a little off the top, start locking it in. You won't ever get all of it, but just lock in some profit so you're not red. Good job, Dusty. Definitely struggling up there at the upper levels. PB stands for pullback. That would be this pullback right here, the pullback in price. Right here's a pullback in price. So we look for pullbacks, not sell-off. If it was a sell-off, it would just eat up all the profit. But when the buyers can hold it up here and keep the price level going, and then you see more green bars coming in, that's an indication it's going to continue up. This one's kind of struggling. If you did buy back down in here, you still are in profit, but since it's struggling, I would have already been out of it. I did not buy it this morning. I didn't like the way it was acting. I want a good run up. I want it to keep going. If I have any doubts, I do not click the buy button. I always listen to my inner self. I have to have that good feeling about my investments. Good job, Edward. So we're back down at our support level. right here, retesting 805. There's always the possibility that we can bounce up off of that level and head back to that one. You have to watch these bars. If the buyers start coming back in to drive it up again, might can play this stock again, unless it continues to sell off. So it's kind of like a second chance. Green bar coming in. You have to really pay attention to what the buyers and the sellers are doing here. You are welcome, Youssef. All right, it looks like the buyers are giving up. They're going to pull it back down a little. Maybe a play on it later. That doesn't mean it's over, so put it in your watch list, your personal watch list, if you don't already have it there. I see you hollering, I see you. I was kind of wondering what this good paying stock was going to do. Clash, I actually buy according to these bars down here. Once we're at us pulled back to a support level, I'm watching to see if the buyers are going to come in. If I'm seeing red in those bars, I may be reluctant to click the trigger. But if I see green bars coming in and they're growing like back here, I'm definitely going to click the button. This is a very important tool down here. Learn to use it wisely. You can monitor buyers and sellers right here. I also have a label here that says 75% buyers, 32% sellers. And it'll change. That's actually an average of these bars. Good job, Pro Dollar. I have never had TradingView. I've been on this same platform since 1990. So I can't instruct you on TradingView. I'm sure there's a member that has it probably set up. You may can reach out to one of the channels and see who has it. They may be willing to help you. This is ThinkorSwim from Charles Schwab now. It used to be TD Ameritrade. They've been bought out by Schwab. But it's called ThinkorSwim. The alert PM script is not available. It's just something I'm testing right now. It's actually not performing the way I want it to perform, so it's not going to go out until I feel comfortable with it. Sometimes it takes a while for these things for me to finally hit the correct settings. They don't just happen overnight. Awesomeness, there's a video in how-to videos about multiple monitors set up. That's how you mirror me. So we have 486 viewers and only 214 likes. How about paying it forward? If you like what you see here, like what you're learning, give me some likes, show me some love. Let's keep the ratings up on YouTube. Let's keep this thing going. The more investors we pull on board, the more people we have buying or selling stocks. Makes them a little bit stronger in their run up and down. Especially in pre-market when there's hardly no volume and we start helping create the volume, that always drives the price. It's not like the regular session where there's so many people you cannot affect the price whatsoever. Pre-market is not like that. Once there's enough of us and we're all having the same stock pop up in our scanners and we're all making the same moves, it helps bring the volume up on these stocks for profit. Thank you, Terry, for your donation. God bless you, brother. Osama, there's a link on Discord in our how-to videos about multiple monitors. If I just send you a link, it's not going to give you my setup. I have 5 monitors running. Yeah, that don't happen till 8 o'clock. Don't get your hopes too high yet. Good morning, Dave. Thanks for joining us. Kind of calm at the moment. Coming up on the 8 o'clock hour in about 25 minutes. Hopefully we'll get something between 7:30 and 8. If you're new here at 8 o'clock, I take a 10-minute break every day. I got to get out of this chair after sitting here for so long. Looks like the activity has died down. We have no stocks in the list other than a couple of red ones. Good time to go fill your coffee cup, eat your lunch, eat your dinner, whatever time zone you're in. That is correct. Only pre-markets. Good job, Jim. That's how you do it, brother. You make your money before the market opens and close the books at 8:30. Shut the computer off. Make your paycheck before the market opens. You don't have to fight the millions of traders trying to make the trade go against you. Good morning, Nana Boyd. WB, that's what I hear, but my wife don't agree. Ah. Well, good morning, sister. Now, remembering that's going to be a challenge. That is correct, Jiki. Buying the ask, selling the bid. You're quite welcome, D. If you've never been in Texas on the 4th of July and open that door up in the morning around 7 a.m., you can smell barbecue pits for miles. You got that right, Sally. It's a hot one. Thank you, Jim, for your donation, sister. Greatly appreciate you and God bless you. BZFD. It's not in my price range. Hopefully you caught it at the bottom. And I know Skits knows what he's doing. And you probably posted it when it was at the bottom. I wasn't paying attention, Skits. Thank you, Money Tree. Money Tree, did you buy it at the bottom? Funding unites. I am only a scalper. I don't do anything else. I perfected one strategy and stuck with it for years. I don't do options, futures, or anything. Just scout. That's what I love doing. It's what I've perfected. It's what I love teaching. I have scalped on the 5 minute. I do not do it regularly though. Mainly I go to a 5 minute if the stock is real volatile and I can't get a reading on it on the 1 minute. That's the only reason I would go to a 5 minute chart. I have not bought anything today. I think you'll learn over time you don't have to buy every day. If you wait on the perfect setup and you nail it hard, like sometimes I'll buy 5,000 shares of something and it makes up all of the days I didn't trade just by waiting on that one perfect setup. A lot of people like to scalp 50, 100 shares a day for a lot less money. I prefer to wait on the good ones and just hit them hard. Sam, a scalp can last 2 to 3 minutes. It can last however long it takes till I feel like I need to get out. I'm mainly watching these bars down in Dominator. That's what's going to tell me to stay in or not. It's not a time thing. It's a momentum shift. Another one of these fat candle stocks. Good job, Randy. Let's see if we get a pullback play on this stock. Watching the bar here. The buyers come back in. It may break above the 459 range. To me, volume is low on this stock. I like to see so many buyers coming in, and you see 100,000, 200,000. The more, the better. Now it's coming in like I like it. Watching this bar here. Good job, Mark. Waiting to see which direction it's going to head. We're getting shorter bars in Dominator Master. That means the volume is dying back. You are welcome, Mark. So if you don't watch level 2, we're watching the ask side. We're looking for large green numbers to come in here, and we're watching for the price to go up. I don't care about the bid side. They want to buy it cheaper. I want to see who's driving it up, and I want to see green numbers coming in to drive it up even further. I need to step away for a minute. I need to grab me some water. I'll be back. All right, I am back, and as usual, they go up. Hopefully y'all caught this play while it was on the screen. This number indicates how many times greater the volume is today compared to previous days. So this one would be 2.9 times greater than the previous days. That's what relative volume does. It lets you know how much greater the volume is compared to previous days. Good job, Roth. Outsider, it won't do you any good. I can tell you what I have found out. You can eliminate some of the scan refresh delays. Let's say you have a scan that you use regularly. If you save that same scan as scan 1, scan 2, scan 3, and scan 4, and monitor all 4 of them on a monitor, they all refresh at a different time, which eliminates some of the delay. Hope that makes sense to you. You save the same scan as scan 1, 2, 3, and 4. Detach the 4 windows, put them on one monitor, and they all refresh differently. You can leave them with their name. Just put a 1 to the right and a 2 to the right and a 3 so that you know they're all the same scan. That alert PM is not available. It's in testing. This column right here, I coded. I was trying to find a way to eliminate paying for a scanner service that cost me about $800 a year that only gave me one stock at a time. That didn't work for me, so as a coder, I figured out a way to break down volume so that if the price is going up and the volume is increasing, that it shows up as a percentage and green. And if the volume is going up and the price is falling, it shows to be dropping in price, so it's going to show up in red. So I figured out a way to make a column in the watch list to monitor the entire market or monitor all of my watch list. And all I have to do now is wait for them to pop up in this column if I want to go short or long. So I'm not having to click on every stock in my scan or in my favorite watch list to see what they're doing. I don't have to do that. I just rely on this column right here. I was able to cancel my subscription service. This column produces more stocks than the paid service does. And they're pretty close to the same stocks. They may get one on me, but I may get one back on them that didn't post on theirs. So they're pretty equal. This one's really flying now. While I'm talking, they always do that. If I talk or leave or take a break, all the stocks go up in the air. This one's doing some nice gains here. I didn't catch it, so I'm not going to chase it. I need to pay more attention while I'm talking. Good job, Michael. All right. See, Michael done made his pay for today. He can turn it off, go fishing, go do whatever he wants. Go spend time with his family. See you later, Jim. God bless you, sister. I hear you, Michael. Make it in pre-market. Shut the computer off. Go have some fun. You deserve it. Good job, Donald. I do funding. I watch everything. I watch everything I can. So this Momo scanner, this is the pre-market scan. I coded this to look back 30 minutes for any stocks that are moving. That's what this column does. So I can sort by it by clicking on the name, and the darker the color, the more these stocks have moved. So if they're moving a little bit, they get a lower number and a lighter color. And as they grow and more people start coming in, they crawl up the list as well. You can see LRHC is at the top. I'll click off of it for a second. You can see the dark color. So these stocks have been moving, not necessarily up or down, but they've been moving more than the rest. When the market opens, I have another scan similar to this one, and this column's going to be looking back 50 minutes for anything that's been moving. So everything up here serves a purpose to benefit your trading. I'm going to sort back by volume spike. That's how I like to do it. I like watching the percentages. EBS moving up. Got to watch the volume. You immediately go here. If there's no volume, there's no play. Nice green bars. Got to wait on the volume to come in. You don't want to be one of the only buyers. Good morning, Hennessy. Yourself, I'm only watching for stock movement here. Once I see these spikes take off, then I confirm that I have a lot of volume. And then I immediately start watching these bars after I determine if there's a play. And the play is going to be the pullback. And then I'm watching these bars for sellers or buyers. So spike, does it have volume? Is it trending up? Is it pulling back? Are there buyers? Once you do this over and over and over, it gets really natural. It's just a natural thing. It's like boom, 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 boom. Do I want to get in or do I want to get out? Gerber, that's very simple. If you look where my mouse is, there's a little thing here that says link, probably on yours. You click it and you select a color. And then over on your scan, your watch list, you select that same color. So if you color match everything, you see everything is green. So no matter where I click, it's going to go to this chart. That's a very simple step. Thank you, Gerber, for your donation. Greatly appreciate you. And God bless. 7:56. I know there's a lot of you here. But I will be taking a 10-minute break at 8 o'clock. Joe, that's a good question. I found that I need about 34 monitors. I'm just kidding. But everything that I wrote works very well, in my opinion, and I think most will agree. But I'm currently running 4 27-inch monitors, and I don't have enough space, along with the laptop monitor. But when you start writing a lot of good scans, you realize you can't watch them all, no matter if you had a lot of monitors. So pick the ones that work for you. And earn, I like to say earn the monitors. If you're making money in the market and you earn a monitor, go buy one. See you later, Pro Dollar. God bless you. Domingo, at my age, if I start spinning around, I'll probably fall out of the chair. Amen, y'all too. I do know that they have a projection monitor that you can get a 100-inch screen on your wall. That should give you plenty of room. But you would probably have to work in the dark. But I don't know, they may have become better since projections. But you can get a 100-inch screen on the wall. Easy FL may be making a move here. I'm seeing a tall dominator bar. I'm watching the volume. Buyers are coming in. Stock volume flow is nice. Now pulling back. All right, it's 8 o'clock. I'm going to take a 10-minute break here. I shall return. Okay, I am back. Should start quieting down as we get closer to market open. About 8:25, we'll change the scans over to the 50-minute Momo scan. LRHC looks like it's building momentum for market open. We'll see where it goes. Go ahead and mark this resistance level up here. We do have a crossover of the moving averages. We do have some spike arrows coming in. These are volume spikes, these arrows. They're letting you know the volume is higher than normal. You can see it here in the bars. Good morning, Jim. Depending on how this stock is acting right before the bell, this may be the one we're going to watch. We'll see. If it sets up nicely, we'll do what we did yesterday and just lead right on into market open with it. LRHC holding the price level. That's a good sign. About 15 minutes more to go before market open. Now's a good time to refresh your drink. Do whatever you need to do before the excitement starts. Hopefully this one will take off for us. This is not a scan. This is level 2. That's a lesson in itself. I'm mainly watching these 2 columns right here. I want to see some green numbers come in here and large numbers as the price here is rising. This column over here is what they want to sell the stock for, at what price. This side over here is what they're willing to pay for it. This is the amount of shares they want to buy. You have to add 2 zeros to these numbers. Same thing here, add 2 zeros. Yeah, see, POP's been moving for a couple of days. Probably a good one to watch throughout the day. I've gotten several plays off of it. It's at a bottom, so it may move up at market open. Since nothing's moving, I'll go ahead and change the scans over. Instead of pre-market, I'm going to be putting the 50-minute scan up there, watch list. So now this scan is looking 50 minutes back instead of 30. Down here, I'm going to put the high flyer scan. This scan is finding stocks where the moving averages are stacked. What I mean by stacked is they're in the proper order. The 5 is above the 13. The 13 moving average is above the 21. The 21 is above the 34, and so forth. and the price is above the 5 moving average and the stock is trending up. That's what this scan finds. It's not real accurate in pre-market, so when the market takes off and opens up, this scan will refresh and find the better plays that are moving up. And we'll leave Magic Scan down here so it can work its magic. And if you want to see what numbers I'm using on the Magic Scan, I'll go ahead and pull up my settings if you want to match to it. I probably will leave them there for a while. Let me find that scan for you. So let's do this pretty quickly. I have $1 on Mark. Mark is the price. I have 50 on the maximum price, 20,000 shares. I'm on 30 minutes with extended hours checked. And let's see if I changed any of the code. You can check the code by clicking this pencil. And up here, I have 1 in the range and 2,000 on the volume. You can take a picture of that with your phone real quick if you want. I'll move it down a little bit so you can see all of it at one shot. And that's the settings I'm running on Magic Scan. It is posted in Discord on TOS Scans. LRHC is moving up to the upper resistance level. Be careful here. They may pump it up before the bell rings, but then sell it off before the bell rings. It is gaining momentum. I'm watching the dominator bars. You can see them down below. So there were profit takers in that little bump up. That's why I say don't chase it. Let's just watch what they do with it. If it's up at the higher level at market open, it may be a good play. Kind of a quiet entry this morning. Hope it's not this quiet at open. The SPY is kind of down a little bit. It's not doing much either. BMR kind of got a nose up in the air here. Down below VWAP, may go up to VWAP. Got about 3.5 minutes to go. Good luck to everyone. And we're going to be watching this stock. Let me see where it's going to go. I'd like to see it start moving up before the market rings. I'm almost going to predict the SPY is going to go down at open for some reason. I just have that feeling. I like to see them up there at the resistance line when the market opens, not down there at support. So you could be correct, Tennessee. About 2.5 minutes to go. Good luck to everyone. I'll be watching. I'm going to sort by Momo now. And I'll be playing these top stocks. First, I'm going to be playing LRHC to see where it goes. If it fails, then I'll be looking here and here for good plays. You don't have to follow my lead. If you see something on your scanners that interests you, go play it. Go make your money. I can't watch all of them, just like you can't. You can call out the winners if you think that you see one that's dipping down that may run up. That's fine as well. I may not post it up on the chart, but if you see it, somebody else might play it alongside you. That's why we do this at a group. We don't all refresh at one time. So we all have different stocks, different volatility at market open. So we're going to use the same strategy. If the market opens and this stock shoots up, I don't chase green candles. I'm not that good, but I will be waiting on a pullback for an entry for the bounce up. If I don't get it, well, that was meant to be, but I'll try. About 45 seconds to go. Good luck to every one of you. Don't guess. Make sure that your strategy sets up and play the strategy, not the guess. Make sure your chart is on day and not EXT, or you won't get your trade. Thank you, Youssef. Here we go. Let's see what happens with LRHC. I'm watching the bars down below. This is where you want to watch. You want to watch here and here. You want to see buyers coming in, watch out for red here. Not real strong run up. Be careful for a big sell-off or a pullback. That bar did turn red. Support is at 460. Watch the spread up here on the monitor, right up here. I'm not trusting it at this point. It's not a strong run up. Not any tall bars in Dominator. It could break through, but I'm just guessing. Tall wicks on the top are not a good sign. Still be careful. The volatility of the market open can sting you here. It is holding this price level. That's a good sign. It hadn't sold off yet. We may see a run up. I'm watching my indicators as well. The SPY is falling. LRHC pulling back. It has nice volume. They're not driving it down really hard. I'm thinking maybe the sellers will get out of the way here soon. Watching the Dominator bars. Looks like we're breaking down below 460. Looks like the short sellers are taking over. That's what it's looking like to me. Let's take a look at CPOP. CPOP does have a resistance level right there. That's also on the VWAP. SPY is red and dropping. I'm watching the SPY on a 5-minute chart so that you can confirm that call out. CPOP not going anywhere. LRHC down there around 380, 402, somewhere around there. Waiting for a reversal. Don't forget, I need to pull out of here at 9 o'clock, so I got about 20 minutes left. 24 minutes. Good job, Hennessy. SPY still hanging down there at 503 after the drop had opened. Possible bounce up on CPOP from 695. Well, actually 706. That's if we can get some green bars on the dominator. It's not happening, I don't believe. Mohammed, yes, I have personal business I need to take care of. I have an illness in the family. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Q. CPOP inching its way up slowly. Well, I was unsuccessful with LRHC this morning. I actually thought this stock would move up. It really dropped down a little bit. It kind of seems to be supported down here at the $4 range. I was hoping for a bounce up at this level. We may not get it. High flyer scan, possible pullback on TALK. Volume is low and paused. Will not be playing it. RX took off like a rocket. May get a pullback play on it, or it may not even give you a chance, may just keep going. A lot of green bars in this stock. Hardly any sellers. They're buying up what they're selling, driving it higher. This is what stacked moving averages do for you. So this scan is worth watching. More buyers coming in. Nice little bump up. Taller green bar coming in, driving it up even more. Nice gains on our XRX this morning. I'm not in this stock, by the way. I just happened to see it taking off. You'll find stocks like this in this scan. They don't happen all day long, but they happen when the market opens. Had a nice double bottom right here. And I put that scan out yesterday. It probably popped up in that double bottom scan. If you don't know what this means, it means a shift in momentum. It's not 100% accurate, but it's accurate most of the time. You see one down here, double bottom. You see one over here, double bottom. Thank you, Nature Therapy. Maybe a pullback. Watching the bars, see if they drive it up even more. Going up more on RXRX. It's a nice pullback play. Green dominator bars coming in. I did buy into this one on the pullback. Now I'm going to get out here while it's spiking. $250 profit. And it'll go to the moon now because I got out. I heard AT&T and Verizon are both down in Texas completely. I'll bite my tongue and not blame the blackout on anybody. but I think they're prepping. Nice, strong stock, RX. Love that high flyer scan. Still going. Good job, Mohammed. Still rising. A lot of buyers in this stock. Look how little this one red bar. Now we're seeing some come in. Nice momentum upwards. This would be the second pullback if we get one out of it. It may not be over. Let's mark it out and see how it works. Good job, Double Dare You. My entry was actually about 1388. I caught it back in here. And yes, I did take a guess at it. I'm gonna confess. It just looked so strong that I knew a short red candle was going to be a pullback for the next run up. Good job, Leonard. Good job, Kobo. This is what I'm talking about. When they're strong, they may run up a second time. Let's see if we can get the bounce back up here. Need this bar to come in tall. See if we can get the buyers back in. I'm watching this current bar volume. It is inching its way up. There's a spike arrow. Let's see if we can push it back up there. Get a retest of 1457, and it doesn't look like it's going to hold. As long as we don't drop down below this level, we should be good. I'm not in it this time, though. Humble path, that's a risk I cannot take. But I mean, you can follow along. It's not hard. You can read what I'm doing up here. I don't need to call out the exact entry. You can see it happening. It's happening before your eyes. I'm going to say RX is probably done. It may be a good one to keep watching. I'm going to go ahead and move it over to my watch list. Of course, I'll be leaving at 9, so it really don't matter if I move it over there or not, but I'll keep it there for tomorrow. Maybe it'll rebound again tomorrow. Just bear with me for a couple of days, guys. I have a sister. My youngest sister is passing away. It's a hard thing to go through when it's the younger of the siblings. Last night they started the morphine drip on her, so I know that tells me it won't be much longer. And I thank you, everyone, for your prayers and your condolences. So amongst all the things I do, I'm facing that issue as well. But we all have to go one day. She's to the point now where I'm just tired of her suffering, and it's probably best that she go meet her maker, the Lord Jesus Christ. There's 4 of us. I actually lost my son 2 years ago. So it's been pretty rough for a little bit, but I'll get through it. I'm a strong guy. Thank you, everyone. Looks like the stock alert list is now black, not having any activity. The market's been dying around 9:30 every morning, and we're getting close to 9 o'clock, so it'll probably start fading away. Your selections will get less and less as the day moves forward. Thank you, everyone. Good job, Nano. Then if you're talking about these arrows, they are letting you know the volume is spiking and increasing as the buyers come in. Just another confirmation that what you see is really happening. So it's kind of watching this volume spike indicator. All of these indicators are kind of tied in together so that they all can make the accurate call. Nano, good luck to you from changing over to paper to cash. Just take it slow, buy a small share size. Build confidence. That's what it's all about. If you feel anxiety kicking in, don't trade. Relax, let the trade happen, let it set up, pull the trigger. All right, traders, if you haven't joined my YouTube and you like what you see here, this is my YouTube channel. Go watch some of my videos. Watch these live stream recordings. You only need to watch the 6 o'clock hour and the 7 o'clock hour on each one. You don't have to watch the whole entire 3.5 hour video. Most of the plays happen at 6 a.m. and 7. So if you monitor those two time frames in the live streams, you can catch on real quick what we're doing. It's kind of like a repeat of this morning on each one of them. If you haven't joined my Discord, please do. My Discord's where you'll find over 4,000 investors. They're all doing the same thing. They learn just like you did. They apply some of these tools, but sometimes not all of them, and some of them don't even use any of them. It's the communication with the other investors that keep them going. So subscribe to my Discord. You'll find all of these files over in current setup. If you don't know how to navigate Discord, head over to Start Here. There's a few steps there that explain how to navigate. If you don't know how to install these scripts, visit video number 8 in how-to videos. It'll walk you through installing these scripts. If you want to do the multiple monitor setup, visit the how-to videos and look at the multiple monitor video. We also have Corky posted a bunch of ThinkorSwim tweaks. Visit that channel. He's done a really good job sorting things out. There's some really good opportunity there on Corky's channel. He's done a lot of work to lay it out for you, make things simpler, so give him a visit. And as always, God bless. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to call it an end here. See you later.